Hello Stampers! Today I want to share with you some really fun cards that I made using the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. I'm calling it my 12 Sheet Wonder card class, and if you place a $100 order during celebration, which ends on February 28th, you'll get this free paper pack, and it has 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. It's 12 different designs, 4 sheets of each color, and here are partials of each design. And I made a 12 sheet wonder card with this paper. So I wanted to share with you how I did that. Here's 2 of them. So first of all, you want to take an entire 12 by 12 piece of paper of cardstock, and you're going to cut it into 3 strips. You're going to do 4 3/4 down. So this is a 4 3/4 strip of all 12. And then another 4 3/4, and then you're left with 2.5 at the bottom inches. So this is a 4 3/4 by 12-inch strip. And so you're going to take each of these strips and you're going to cut them into 3.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to show you one so that we're not here all day doing this. But here's one of the strips. Is 4 3/4 here, 12 inches here, and I'm going to cut 3.5 inches. So then I'm left with 3.5 inches. And I'm going to do that for all 12 of my squares. So then I'm going to have a stack of 12 3.5 by 4 3/4 inch squares. So then for each of those 12 squares, I'm going to cut. So here's this. You can take a screenshot of it and make your cards. So one sheet of 12 by 12, well, it would make a lot of cards. I can't even do the math in my head. All right, so this is what you're going to do with your 3.5 by 4 3/4 inch square, which is this one. You're going to cut it at 1 1/4 inch. So I'm going to do that. 1 1/4 inch. Now I'm going to have 2 strips. These 2 strips, I'm going to cut this one at 3.5 inches. And I'm going to cut this one at 1 1/4 inch. So right there, 1 1/4 inch. I'm just cutting it here. All right, so now you'll see, get the cutter out of the way. That I have this was, like I said, it was 3.5 by 4 3/4, and now I have 4 little squares. This one, this one, this one, and this one. So this one's 3.5 by 1 1/4, 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, 3.5 by 1 1/4, and 3.5 by 2 1/4. Alrighty, so basically you're going to do this for all 12 of your sheets, so you're going to have 48 of these little squares. And so I'll come back to that. So I went ahead and did that, and this is what I ended up with. I have 12 cards, and I put these squares on here. I had a lot of fun trying to match my colors, and this is what I came up with. I'm not going to spread them all out. I'll just do one for you to show you. You can organize these different ways. Like this particular card, I put the big square up here, and it opens up like this. And then I put my sentiment right there. But you can also put it down here, the big square down here, and then you can put your sentiment up there, and that I kind of like this layout better for this particular card. Now this one is, these are retired hearts, but I thought they were really fun. I'm making them for a special friend of mine. And so this one I put the square, this one's going to open up this way, landscape instead of portrait. And so the big square is up here, but I also put the big square down here, which I kind of liked better for this particular card. So you just kind of have to decide what you're going to put on top of it, and then that'll help you decide how you want to arrange your squares. So there's my squares, and then all you have to do now is just tape them down or glue them down. It's take a while to glue it, so I find taping it faster. And so this particular one, I'm going to put the big square up here, and then I'm doing about a, I think it's a 1/4 inch, might be 1/8 of an inch border, and I'll just put one there. And don't worry, I'm not going to do all 12 of these. I'm just showing you how you would do this. I'm just eyeballing it to kind of give it equidistant borders. And that's what the card base would look like. And then what you want to do is take a piece of white cardstock and to make the card base with, which I meant to show you, but I don't have any handy. So I just took a piece of cardstock. I scored it at 4 1/4 by 11, scored it down the middle, then I cut it in half at 5 1/2 and folded it, and so that gave me my white card base. And then I just put this on top of that. All right, so that's how you would do that. And so now I'll show you the next step, which is 12 cards that turned out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there it is. 10, 11. Gosh, I cannot count. 10, 11, 12. Okay, perfect. So that's what they would look like before you put anything on them. And I just thought they were really bright and fun. And then from there you can embellish them however you want. So here is some examples of the ones I did, the heartfelt thank you, which, sorry, the heart is retired. The heart cut out, but these turned out like really cute, I thought. So that's one possibility. But I was thinking you could also use, if you don't have that heart set, you could use the beautiful shape dies, and you could use these shapes, or even the circles, the nest, anything you have this nesting could make a similar type of card. Or this die set, which is stylish shapes, that's in still, and so you could do nesting dies with this one, hearts or squares, or even you could use this labels die set, something fancy. That would be really cute too. I didn't try it, but I thought it would be kind of fun to do this type of card with that. Another thing that I did for these was I just used punches that I had on hand. And in fact, there's even a $50 punch you can get right now called the Essential Tag Punch. Looks like this, and you could use that too. If you have a $150 order, you could get this paper and then the Essential Tag Punch, and you'd be all set. So here I just used some tag punches that I had on hand, and I used this flower set, which I can't even remember which one it is. This is the Color and Contour stamp set. And then I just used my stamping blends and colored them in. So there's another one. And I used some gems, which turned out really cute. And then lastly, oh, this one actually goes this way. You can do it either way, portrait or landscape. I cut out two little labels from the Rainy Day Designer Series paper, which I thought that was really fun and bright, or you could even use that stamp set and color them in and be really super cute. So anyway, you can quickly make 12 beautiful cards that are just really fun and spring-like to share with your friends. And please be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. I really count on you in developing my channel. And if you leave me a comment, I would really appreciate it. If you weren't fortunate enough to get this paper and you want to purchase a kit for these cards, I would sell 12 card kit for $15. You'd have to do your own stamping on the labels, but I would give you what you needed to put these cards together. You just have to do your own stamping. So send me a message if you're interested in this, and have a good day. Bye.